day 263 of this big growth, and we're going to talk about a Fearless Felix because it's Teaching Tuesday. So I'm going to teach you a few things. So you have the world, right? Well, let's pretend this tape here is the world, and then you have the atmosphere, and it gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, and then you kind of go out in what people consider space. All right. Now this atmosphere from 0 to 50 miles is considered within the Earth atmosphere. Now, some people say it goes out to 60 miles, so about 100 kilometers. But if you're a NASA astronaut, that means you've gone above 50 kilometers. So if you've traveled above 50 kilometers, then you're considered an astronaut by NASA. Now, this Felix, and I'm never ever going to try and pronounce his last name, the Austrian daredevil skydiver, he went up to 26 miles, all right? So about halfway for an astronaut. And he went up in a big hot air, well, not a hot air balloon, it was a helium balloon. So he was in a little capsule and then a helium balloon attached, and then he went slowly, 2 hours to go 26 miles. Actually, that's not too bad. 2 hours to go 26 miles. That's about the speed that, yeah, you know, I could run, I guess, ish. Probably a little bit faster, but there you go. But anyway, what happened? So he then goes out and left the little capsule thing and travels at the speed of gravity, which is about 10 meters per second. Now I say per second because that means after the first second you're going 10 meters per second. Then after the second second you're going 20 meters per second because you're accelerating. So that's why it's per second. All right, do your year 11 physics there. That's what that is. Per seconds. So what happens is then he jumped out of the capsule all the way down to Earth, traveling at 833 miles per hour. So his maximum speed was 833 miles per hour. Or for those of you playing at home, that is 1.24 Mach 1.24. I don't know the terminology exactly how you pronounce it. I believe it is Mach 1.24. You say the Mach first, which is the speed. Mach is the speed of sound. So he went 1.24 times the speed of sound. So what happened is they actually created a sonic boom with his body, which people heard on Earth. So he's in really thin atmosphere, so it makes him travel really, really fast. And then as he hits the thicker atmosphere, he's going faster than the speed of sound. So he creates a sonic boom, but then he slows down because of terminal velocity, which is the friction of the air pushing against you versus the gravitational force pulling you down and all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping you're following this. And also the scariest thing was when he fell out of the capsule, he had to try and fall as evenly as possible. Because there is no atmosphere, there's no real way for him to kind of control himself because the air is so thin. He can't really, you know, like push on the air like you'd push in the water to try and move around. So if he fell down slightly like this, then he would start spinning and he'd do like a horizontal spin. And what happens is as he starts spinning so much faster, or they call it a red out. It's not like a blackout where you lose the blood to your head. It's a red out where all the blood goes to your head. There's too much blood and you red out. And so then if he passes out, then he wouldn't be able to pull his chute, or he's spinning, he wouldn't be able to stabilize, and then the chute would go blah, 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 pretty much death. And, but no, he smashed it, falls out, spin, stabilizes, lets go of the parachute, and lands on the ground. I don't know. Maybe that was a helicopter fell in parachute. But there you have it. You've learned some things about skydiving and Felix and the world's highest stratosphere jump. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.